Good afternoon to you all from Barnsley Metrodome as the semi-finals now take shape. Yesterday we saw Mark Williams knocked out by the 51-year-old Irishman Ken Doherty. Today our focus to the next two programmes, this afternoon and this evening, focus on this brilliant semi-final. 58-year-old Jimmy White in his first semi-final for donkey's years, up against the jester from Leicester, the former world champion Mark Selby, and what a semi-final it promises to be, that is for sure. The same format as you saw yesterday, 3 frames to be played this afternoon, with a possible 4 to be played in the evening session, which you'll see at 9 o'clock here on this channel. But let's get straight to it. What a game in prospect. Jimmy White, could he join Ken Doherty and make it the highest combined age for a final? Well, could he produce the old magic against Mark Selby? It was going to be tough. And describing the play for us in the commentary box this afternoon is our commentator, John Stuttard. Here he is now.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Mark Selby to break.
So, Mark Selby gets us underway in this second semi-final of the 2021 NatWest International Open. The winners will play Ken Doherty. This is Jimmy White at the table, the whirlwind, against the jester from Leicester. Best of 7 frames. 3 frames this afternoon, and then 4 to be played this evening.
One.
Another decent sized crowd here at the Barnsley Metrodome.
Three. Four. Nine.
Well, it really was actually a very good shot.
Ten.
Oh dear. Difficult black.
Jimmy White, 10.
I think most people would confess that was a difficult pot for Jimmy. There is a little plant on here that Mark could have a go at. It's a good shot, unless the cue ball goes straight in, which it does.
Jimmy White, 4.
So not a good start for the jester from Leicester. Brings Jimmy to the table. And a lovely shot.
One.
Can't be better positioned on the black.
Eight. Nine.
Well, that's a very easy miss. Might look a simple pot on the television, but
Jimmy White, 9.
But I tell you what, those frames under pressure, those sort of shots, when the television cameras are there, are very easily missable. Brings the former world champion Mark Selby to the table. Might try and pot the yellow. It's going to be a difficult one. It's a difficult shot, but he's going to try and pot it into the centre pocket. And gets a big cheer from this capacity crowd here at Barnsley. And he's on the next red. Good shot by the Jester from Leicester. Okay, I'll play dead weight. I don't think it's there. And the red is on in the middle for Jimmy.
Mark Selby, 4.
Jimmy's got 19 ahead. There was 83 points available on the table.
One.
Good shot by the whirlwind.
8.
Well, still one of the best left-handers, arguably in the game, if not the history of it.
Nine.
First major semi-final in many a long year. And he goes towards the sort of Indian of his professional career, but he's missed that one.
Jimmy White, 9.
27 in it, 67 on the table. Good shot there by Selby. Well, what can Leicester's finest do here? Jimmy sits in his seat, knowing that he's blown a few chances in this first frame. Place in the final tomorrow. Ken Doherty will be sitting in the players' room, no doubt wanting to know who the identity of his opponent will be tomorrow afternoon.
7.
It's a very good shot, and he can get through to the black. It will pass the cue ball.
Well, he's
narrowing the gap a little bit now in the frame. He's got that in beautifully. I think this could be a real classic. I think this could go all the way here today. Two players that do like to make breaks. 20th century breaks between them, as we've seen down the years.
Eighteen.
Break now moves to 18. And getting a tremendous cheer from this crowd here at the Metrodome Barnsley.
19.
Nicely on the final red.
24.
Just 4 points the difference now. And the break moves on to 24 now for Mark Selby. 4 behind now.
$25. $27.
I think he's got it. But he's also got the blue as well, unfortunately. So Jimmy's got a reprieve. And that's a shame, really, because that 27 break was a good one.
27.
So 6 points.
5.
So 6 points to gap in favour of Jimmy. All he needs really is yellow, green, blue, yellow, green, brown, blue, and the game is his. Nicely onto the green.
2.
Well, it's still not gone in.
Jimmy White 2.
8 in it. 25 points on the table. Here's Selby. Oh, we wouldn't have wanted that cannon on the brown.
3.
It's a very unfortunate moment for Mark Selby. Made the pot that bit more difficult than it needed to be.
Mark Selby 3.
So 22 on the table and 5 points in it. Can Jimmy get at least 3 of the 4 balls that's left on the table and take this first frame? It's going to be a difficult blue. So the gap now 9 points. So he needs, I think, blue and pink to win. He's going to make certain of this blue, which he has done.
Nine.
I think now we'll certainly clinch the frame. And the old warhorse at 58 years old, Jimmy White. 6 times a world finalist, never won the tournament at the Crucible. Never won this competition either in its various guises. And he's missed.
Jimmy White 9.
So Selby needs a snooker. And he'll play on until it's completely and utterly impossible. It might just be impossible now.
Foul. Jimmy
And
White.
not only has he gone
6.
enough, but it's given Jimmy White a chance now to pop the pink and finish the frame. And he's going to stay in and try and pop the black. Frame is his.
6.
So Jimmy's going to draw first blood here in this second semi-final. Cue ball so tight on the cushion, but he won't be worried about that. There's the and there it goes. So Jimmy White takes the first frame and leaves Mark Selby wide 1 frame to 0. Frame 2 coming up after this break. Well, cricket's back on JB Sports and better than ever for 2021. We'll be featuring the counties extensively with highlights of T20 Blast and NatWest Trophy games culminating in the climax at Lords for the final of the NatWest. Also All England action as they take on the best at T20 and one-day matches as well. So plenty of great cricket coming up in 2021 here only on JB Sports. Don't miss it. And a warm welcome back to the Metrodome Leisure Complex here in Barnsley, where we're seeing a great semi-final here between Jimmy White and the Jester from Leicester, Mark Selby. Jimmy White leading 1-0, producing some of his own magic from yesteryear to really put the hammer down. As he prepares, the winners of course meet Ken Doherty in Monday's final. And the reason I say Monday, just quickly before we go on with frame 2, is basically JB Sports is going to be busy. We're going to be back to live football commentaries this weekend with the FA Cup third round in real life. And of course it's so we're going to have a few commentaries over that, and then Monday will be solely dedicated to the 2 programmes featuring the final between the winners of this game up against Ken Doherty in our first major final of the week. And what a week it has been. I have to tell you, it's been a great delight to bring this to you and hopefully keep you awake and give you a little bit of escapism, because we've all enjoyed it, haven't we? I've certainly enjoyed making it, that's for sure. And don't forget, we've got the virtual FA Cup draw coming up at 8 o'clock on Trevor Sports. So Trevor Liner will be at Wembley Stadium bringing you that as well. But I'll bring you a little bit more about that at the end of the programme. Right, let's get on with the second frame then. Jimmy White will break off, and he's leading by 1-0. So a bit for Mark Selby, the jester from Leicester, to do. But let's rejoin it at the start of the second frame. And it's Jimmy White breaking off. And here's John again. So Jimmy White gets us away in this second frame. 1 frame to the good. Oh, that's a bad miss from Selby. Just remind everybody that the first 1 to 4 will go through to the final tomorrow afternoon. Again, it'll be played over 2 sessions, 4 in the afternoon tomorrow, and then a potential 5 to finish the tournament.
1. Seven.
That's a perfect positional shot on the black.
8.
Could ill afford the cannon, and well, he didn't cannon it, which was a good thing, really. Jimmy
15.
well amongst the balls now. Ball's nicely spread on the table. Jimmy will be quite chuffed about that. One particular great feature about Jimmy's play today has been the
19.
good shots he's played with the rest. And they're difficult shots at the best of times when you're playing with implements like the rest. And that's a nice cannon onto the pink, which sets up the next shot beautifully.
20.
Maybe more luck by design than design, but still, he's earning the luck. In the game of snooker, you earn your own luck. Break on now. Good break on here. 26 scored. I'll play this with a little bit of dead rate to try and get onto the blue. And that's the objection achieved.
27.
A break to 27. And looking very good. This is the old whirlwind we all knew and loved for many, many years throughout the 80s and 90s, reaching all these world finals. Queuing absolutely superbly. And on course to take a 2-frame lead. Now the break moves to 39. I think that red passes. And he's played that ever so delicately. The positional shot from Jimmy has been first rate.
40.
Break now to 40. And that, I fear, could be the end unless he Goes for the plant, which he tried. But the break of 47 has set him off really well in this second frame. And of course the Jester from Leicester has got a bit of work to do now. It's a real back to the wall job this for Mark Selby. And he's nicely on the brown again, for more by fortune than design. Oh, he didn't want to play that cannon. That is an awful positional shot. He made the pot okay, but I'm sure he didn't want to cannon that red into the left hand side cushion. Nicely on the pink. He's got his positional shot play, positional sense back.
6.
And what I would think he will do is roll the pink into the middle, into the centre. Again, dead weight. And then just again on that red that's tight on the cushion.
12.
And it goes. Now can he see that red?
13.
Or can he see the black rather? Well, the answer is a categoric yes. And he's potting this black. He'll attempt to get on one of the two reds there, and he's done that beautifully.
20.
There was no room for error there.
$21.
We can't pop the black, obviously. You're going to have to go for the blue. Now the next option now is that red along the right hand side cushion. It's going to have to be
26.
a very thin snick. The break is on 26. I hope this tournament for you guys has given you a lot of pleasure this week. Certainly has me. A little bit of escapism from all the realities of life. Selby pots another magnificent stroke. 27 break. He's missed the black. Where's the cue ball going? Right, so Jimmy White a chance to finish the second frame.
27.
And there is one of those two reds is on. So this is a real chance for Jimmy White. Take frame number 2. And he's missed. But he could be well okay in the end. I think he may be way okay. Don't think any worry there as Selby tries to get one of the other reds safe. And unfortunately for him, well, it's left Jimmy a chance with a red on this side cushion. And nicely on the black.
1.
I'm going to say it's been I've really enjoyed watching this match this afternoon. I've been very enthralled by it. Everybody has enjoyed a scintillating week of snooker.
8.
Our first big major tournament of the season. And it gets a tremendous cheer and a clap there from this capacity crowd here in Barnsley. And look at that position on the yellow. That is top work. That is top rank. Top draw positioning, if anyone saw that.
$11.
Well, it's a tough shot, but he's capable of one pots Jimmy. Oh, he's missed it, but I think he's going to get away with it because it's going to go nice and safe.
Jimmy White, 11.
So 31 behind with 35 on the table. Things looking rather bleak for the jester from Leicester. Got the black up the table, but he's left that running to the centre. So another half a chance now for Jimmy. And he's nicely onto the pink.
1.
And he'll play it a little bit dead weight just to try and get onto the yellow. Oh, he's playing it with too little dead weight because now he can't see the yellow. He actually snookered himself on it. And he's missed it by a long way. What would the referee call here? A miss?
Foul. Jimmy White, 7. Mark Selby, 4.
Well, the jester's going to have a go. Trying to get another snooker. Well, he may have got away with it. Jimmy 34 ahead now. Mark knows he needs snookers. Well, potentially needs one mistake from Jimmy, or a foul, or an in-off of some kind, and well, the jester from Leicester can still clinch this frame. Oh, he needed a cannon at brown, but he's got it safe. Sometimes playing some safety shots now can cause one or two troubles. Now Jimmy's trying the snooker. Oh, it bounced enough to get behind there. No, you can just about see it. Can't pot it, of course. So where's this yellow ball going to go? Nice and safe, I would have thought. The quality of break building from these two players has been very much in evidence this afternoon. Oh, he might fluke this. He needs snookers, not flukes. But in doing that, he's left him on. And this is the chance now. Frame ball potentially here. Doesn't need to hit it too hard. Cannons into the black and
2.
makes the green that little bit more tricky than he would have anticipated, Jimmy. Round from Tooting. Oh, he's got it. And that was very fortunate for Jimmy because he cannoned off the pink.
5.
Because that was certainly towards the corner pocket, that cue ball. It was a good job the pink was in the way. So the frame 1 now for Jimmy. He's going to go 2 frames
9.
in front. And plenty for Mark Selby to think about at this stage of proceedings. The jester from Leicester. And he's missed. Where's that cue ball going? I don't think he'll be worried about that, Jimmy White.
Jimmy White, 9. Mark Selby, 5.
In fact, he's going to concede the frame. So Jimmy White With that concession, takes the second frame and leads Mark Selby by 2 frames to 0. Well, cricket's back on JB Sports and better than ever for 2021. We'll be featuring the counties extensively with highlights of T20 Blast and NatWest Trophy games culminating in the climax at Lords for the final of the NatWest. Also, our England action as they take on the best at T20 and one-day matches as well. So plenty of great cricket coming up in 2021 here only on JB Sports. Don't miss it. And hello again here from Barnsley, where Jimmy White is really taking Mark Selby to the cleaners in the first 2 frames. He's bringing out the old white magic and he's absolutely tearing his opponent apart. Now, Mark Selby's got to break off in frame 3 and we'll join that in just a second. But if Jimmy White wins this frame, and we'll go into the interview knowing that he needs 1 more frame tonight to be as certain of a place in the final against Ken Doherty, and what a prospect that could be. So it was up to Mark Selby to see if he could break back. Here he is now breaking off at the start of the 3rd and final frame of this afternoon's session, needing to get a point frame on the board. Here's John again. So Mark Selby, 2 frames down. I'm probably needing the snooker gods to shine on him a little bit, because he needs the comeback of all time. He'll need one of the greatest snooker comebacks of all time to get out of this one, because the way Jimmy's been playing this afternoon, and as soon as I say that, he's missed one. I was going to say that the way Jimmy's been queuing at the moment, there's no stopping him. Now, will this red pass? Yes, it will. But he's not on a colour. He can see the black, but I don't think it's possible. I think he'll have a go at it, but as I say, I don't think he'll pass into the pocket. Not with that red there. It did pass, but it missed.
Mark Selby, 1.
So Jimmy had a chance now to go 1 frame away from victory. We could only see 1 frame tonight if Jimmy gets his way. We're on for a whitewash here if he wins his first frame. But as we saw last night with Ken Doherty, anything is possible. And Jimmy snookered himself, and now has to try and take the blue. Oh, he's hit the knuckle. Well, that's 4 points, 5 points rather, gifted to Mark Selby, because he nominated the blue, which his value is worth 5 points.
Foul on the miss. Jimmy White, 1.
And just for those,
Selby, 5.
and just for those who don't know the scoring system in a frame of snooker, the 15 reds are a point each. Yellow's 2 points, green's 3, brown is 4 points, blue is 5. That's a bad miss there from Selby. Pink 6 and black, of course, the highest scoring ball on the table, 7 points. Jimmy's got a chance after that horrible miss there by Mark. Nicely on the blue.
1.
Well, this talented individual who's been in the game now for almost 40 years, almost a lifetime in the professional ranks, Jim. The greatest myth, the greatest player never to win the world title, and he's tried a plant and didn't quite pay off for him. It was a very ambitious and some would say flamboyant sort of shot.
Jimmy White, 6.
Now this guy needs a bit of Dame Fortune on his side. Has had none of it so far.
1.
Oh, that pink pass. Going to be tight, and it passes okay. Question is he on a red? Can he see one?
7.
Well, he can. Again, angel question, will it pass? No.
Mark Selby, 7.
I don't think it's Mark Selby's afternoon, but we saw Ken Doherty in the other semi-final yesterday really come back from the dead. He was 2-1 down at one stage against Mark Williams, and then proceeded to wheel off 3 legs on the spin. So you never know what might happen. Mark Selby's going to draw a little bit of inspiration from it. And as that goes into the top pocket, you didn't see it off camera. Our director failed to change the camera angles there at the last second, so sadly you didn't get to see that great shot from Jimmy. I certainly did with the naked eye, and it was a fantastic shot.
8.
Apologies to my director. We're usually very good with our directors here at JB Sports. That's just about dropped in. It's the first tournament he's ever directed a snooker match, by the way. First tournament he's ever directed snooker, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. No benefit of the doubt with Jimmy. He's had a marvellous afternoon.
15.
Leading by 9, and a break of 15 to his credit.
$16.
Going to go for the green. Try and screw back down the table.
$19.
A bit unfortunate there. But I think that red will pass. But it's too close for comfort. Oh, that's nicely cued. And also the feature there, that was a good positional shot, which gets him with a nice angle here on the blue. Once again, he'll play it not too hard. As long as he's on the next red, he's not going to be too unduly worried by it.
25.
And it's been a tough session for the Jesser from Leicester. Don't think there's any doubt about that. A-frame is tough when you're struggling.
32.
But he's had it tougher than most. 32 break at the moment. And that's the way it'll stay.
Jimmy White, 32.
75 points left on the base. Selby tries a very ambitious chance at a plant. Now what's he left on here? Well, he could go for one into the bulk pocket, the left hand bulk pocket. Jimmy loves to pot long. He's a good potter, is Jimmy. And you can see why. The confidence this man is using this afternoon is absolutely brilliant. It's absolutely electric. Nicely on the next red.
7.
Got a choice, one into the bulk or one into the right hand corner. He's going to go for the one in the bulk towards the yellow spot, the yellow pocket. Up towards bulk. Try and see if he can get himself onto the black. He's got a bit of an angle for the black.
8.
He could take the red into the middle. I think that might be his best bet. All things considered. Well, he's had an afternoon to remember, Jimmy. And if that red stops just over the pocket, he's played 14. That beautifully. He knows he has that red over the pocket now as an insurance policy. Should he keep potting the balls?
15.
Break moves to 15 and his lead is stretching in the actual score there. 54-13. And stretching it by an absolute Coronation Street.
17.
Oh, that's nicely played. The Barnsley Metrodome rising to Jimmy White. He's absolutely entertained this capacity crowd this afternoon. This man, even at 58 years old, he's still a talented individual. One of the most talented left-handers you'll ever see in the game. And his cueing has been top rank. Once again, onto the black. But he might take the pink on actually, because well, actually might take the yellow on, because you look at the positioning of that red. Yeah, I think that's a good choice. If you can get onto that red, you'll be okay. Or will he?
Foul. Jimmy White, 26. Mark Selby, 4.
Well, he's forced Jimmy to continue. Very odd decision there. So a lot of people would have thought he would have conceded the frame at this point, but I think Mark Selby's just having a nightmare today. Well, he's got to win the next 4 without reply to go through to the final, if it is to be the case now, which it is. So he leaves Selby needing snookers.
Seven.
Pocketed the pink well. A little bit careless there from Jimmy.
9.
You can see why he went for that, but that said, read that green a bit tough. And so it is proved. And I think Mark Selby is about to concede, I think, folks.
Jimmy White, 9.
And Mark Selby is going to concede, so Jimmy White finishes the first session
conceded. Frame, Jimmy White.
with a 3 frames to no lead. So Jimmy White really taking command in that first session this afternoon at the midway point of the semi-final. It could be all over in 1 frame tonight, we don't know. But Jimmy White leading 3-0. The numbers in brackets denote the number of frames won. Mark Selby yet to score. Didn't really get much of a chance. He had a nightmare afternoon session. Can he repeat that? Can he get back into it tonight? Well, 9 o'clock tonight, you'll be able to find out. Before then as well, updating your diary over on the Trevor Sports YouTube channel. The virtual FA Cup third round draw will be made by Trevor Lynham at Wembley and guests at Wembley Stadium at 8 o'clock. So before you join us for the snooker at 9 o'clock tonight, make sure you join Trevor Lynham and special guests that are making the virtual FA Cup. 32 teams going into that velvet bag, and Trevor's version of the FA Cup, which I'll be working on as part of his commentary team. So don't miss that as well. And of course, we'll have the climax of this semi-final tonight. The winners go through to Monday's finals, and what a game it could be. Will it be one frame? Will it be the maximum 4? We'll have to tune in and find out at 9 o'clock. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit the notifications. Until 9 o'clock tonight, say good afternoon to you all.